What's up guys, my name is Aaron. This is going to be my review of 32 Levels by Clams Casino. He's a hip-hop producer who's kind of known for being the pioneer of cloud rap. He's maybe for people like A$AP Rocky, Lil B, A$AP Ferg, people like that. I used to be like a huge fan of him in high school. Like I really liked his sound whenever he was kind of breaking in the game in like 2011, 2012. I really liked his like kind of atmospheric, kind of different sound. I really like that, but kind of in recent years he's kind of fallen back from the mainstream, so he doesn't really make as much content anymore. So I was kind of interested to see where this album would go, if he would kind of, continue doing the sound that I've known him to do. He did do that, but he kind of made some weird decisions in this album for sure. I do feel like the production was really intricately detailed. He's a really good producer, and he doesn't just like give like half his talents, he puts all of his work into the beats that he's making. Song 32 Levels has this like kind of epic slow feeling to it. I really like that feeling that the song gives off, with this like kind of a weird 80s synth that plays through the track and this really odd plodding drum line. I really like that track. Witness is kind of like his version of a trap song with this like hi-hat and this kind of like an ominous synth hanging over the track, and then it kind of has this like it kind of sounds like a plane that's hissing or something like that, but all those elements kind of coming together sound really cool. The song Be Somebody is probably one of his best beats ever. I really love like the gothic feeling that that track has. It really feels like you're entering hell for the first time or something like that. I really like that kind of dark feeling. The vocals hanging in the back, and then you have like the quintessential Clams synth playing throughout it. It really sounds really frantic and beautiful and just kind of unsettling, and I really like the kind of feeling that song gives me. He's still a really good producer, and you could tell that he really puts a lot into what he's making. The features mostly deliver too. Vince Staples sounds really at ease on All Night, where he's kind of talking about his home life, kind of the things that he talked about in his last album, kind of like his home life, how he's kind of struggled to kind of stay away from that gang life and stuff like that. A$AP Rocky really delivered on the Be Somebody track. He kind of talks about how he's came up and how he's, provided for his family and like the things that he's able to accomplish since he kind of broke through and got like notoriety and stuff. I love Lil B on all the tracks. I think he's on like 4 of the tracks of this album. He's kind of a divisive rapper, but I do love the energy that he brings to Clams Casino tracks. For the most part, the features are really good on this album. What I had a problem with was kind of like the second half. Like it kind of shifts into this like weird electronic pop music. I don't really have a problem with electronic pop music, and I don't really have a problem with Clams Casino kind of branching out, but I feel like the songs that were on that second half were just not up to par at all. Like I genuinely don't really like, or probably won't revisit, any of the songs on that second half outside of Thanks to You featuring Sam Dew. I like the kind of weird glitchy effect that song has, and then Sam Dew's singing is really unique and really matches the song too. So yeah, that song I'd probably listen to again, but the majority of those songs were just not good to me. They're either kind of mediocre or just kind of bad. The song Back to You, there's like really nothing going on in that track. There's like, it's very minimalistic, but it's not like, there's nothing that really grabs me at all. And the singing is very nondescript. Like you could literally throw anybody on there and you get the same effect. There's not a lot going on for me, and it's just that song's just not good. Into the Fire kind of sounds like something you hear on the radio now, that kind of like generic electronic music. And even like the singing is just not good at all. Like he's very pitchy. I think his name is Mickey Echo. He's not really good at all. He's just very pitchy, and he's not really interesting too. He's like kind of just generic to me. And then A Breath Away kind of sounds like a leftover track from like Divergent or like the Hunger Games movies or something like that. It's just, I don't know, it's just very overwrought, kind of generic, and it really doesn't do a lot for me. And the singing's not that great either to me. Overall, this kind of was a mixed bag to me. Like there were like the first half I like, the second half I don't like pretty much. So yeah, this album is really a mixed bag for me. I do think the production is pretty detailed throughout this album, and the features for the most part are pretty good, but like I said, like that second half to me is just, I don't like it at all. So overall I would give it a C. There are things that you could take away from this album, but there's not a lot to take away from. Pretty much just the first half is what you would take away from. So what did you guys think? Did you like the album? Did you hate the album? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching. Thanks guys. Bye.